Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So fresh face, the only thing I've done is put some of this on because I forgot I was doing a get ready with me. So it's a get ready with me to celebrate Valentine's Day, even though I don't have a partner or anything like that. I thought I'd do a shot my stash style get ready with me for Valentine's Day. So I've just used this, it's part of the That's Expensive project pan. So just use that. I'm going to also go in with this Dior, which is, I think this one is just in my 24 in 24. So it's just a Pore Minimising one. I really don't like it, guys. Won't buy it again. This one could also be my That's Expensive project pan, but I put it in the 24 in 2024 before I decided to do the That's Expensive project pan. I mean, some of my drugstore ones are better than this. And this was, I think, 30 something pound. So, definitely a bust. Right, and another bust. I'm telling you, projects that I really wouldn't buy again. I can't buy this again anyway. I don't know if Smashbox still sell it. It's a Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Now, I've heard so many good reviews on this. It's like, what am I missing? I'd love someone to tell me what I'm missing in the comments, because to me it's crap. Oh, well, the top's gone. If I can't find the top, it's going to have to go in the bin anyway, or in a pot somewhere. I mean, there's a glow there. You can definitely see a glow. I just don't like it. I don't like the smell. I'm very big on scents. Now, if I don't like a smell of something, that's enough to put me off anyway. I was going to use this as well, but I've already got quite a bit of a glow from that other product, so we won't use that today. So, foundations, what shall we use? Oh, project pan. No, not project pan. Shop My Stash foundations. Right, so this one is fairly old. This Max Factor Radiant Lift. Now, they say this is porcelain. Look at my skin colour and look at that. There's no way that's porcelain. I always come up porcelain or the lighter shade of a foundation. And under no circumstances is that porcelain. So I'm going to put this on the back of this sponge, and then we're going to mix it with what is porcelain by Primark. So that one is the PS My Perfect Colour Foundation. Perfect Finish. So we're going to mix them together. You can just see how much lighter that Primark one is. And then if I need some more, I can mix a little bit more up. I need to get a shaver because my shaver's stopped working for my polycystic ovary syndrome. Got hairs everywhere, so if it's like translating on camera, I'm sorry, but it can't be helped. So I'm going to order one today from eBay. So yeah, I thought I'd sit down and do a Valentine's Day special with you, even though I've not even got the Shop My Stash up yet. So this isn't going to go up until the 15th. Let me know in the comments down below if you did anything special for Valentine's Day. Do you celebrate it? Do you think it's a rip-off commercially? I definitely do. I mean, when I was in a relationship with my ex-husband, I got spoiled rotten, I've got to admit. But they mark flowers up, they mark chocolates up, just because, you know, people will pay it. And then you go out for a meal, it costs more than the average meal would any other day. So it's kind of like, it's just, in my book, and I can say this because Like I said, I'm not in a relationship. In my book, I just find it a rip-off. Should have done this as a live. Could have done this as a live tomorrow. Saying that though, no I can't because I'm busy. Got to go to the job centre in the morning. And then I've got to go to the doctor's in the afternoon. So I wouldn't have had time. Unless I did it really late afternoon. I want to take the time now to say thank you to you guys who watched my last live. It really did mean a lot. Especially as it was a come and celebrate my birthday with me. So yeah, I really do appreciate that. And also everyone that wished me happy birthday as well. I appreciate that so much. Okay, let's get concealers on. So firstly, the Essence Skin Sensitive Concealer, which is in product. Right, let's try this again. He was telling me to remove things. That's the problem with this new iPhone. It's just got the same storage as the old one. And maybe should have upgraded the storage amount because it gets full so easy. So I had to remove all the older videos. I think I want to put some of this vitamin C facial mist on the sponge. Seems a bit dry. And this might brighten the under eye as well, so. That feels a bit better. Okay. Right, we need to get, oh no, actually do brows first. Okay, so just the usual powder for the brows. Let's get this mirror. Then I need to get my Juvia's Place brow gel. Seen quite a few people do Valentine's Day looks, but I've never seen, well, I've not actually been looking. Nothing's come up on my feed from my friends do eyeshadow looks for a Valentine's Day look. So I did one yesterday, that'll be going up today as I'm filming this. And then I don't know when I'm going to do the next Get Ready With Me. I'm thinking about doing them monthly. Just to not overwhelm you. Like with eyeshadow looks, because I was doing them weekly, quite a lot weekly, so I'm going to change things up there. Maybe not get rid of them altogether like I said, but definitely not going to be doing as much as I have been doing. There's just going to be quite a few changes on the channel this year, I think. One, I'm not spending I'm not spending anything like in regards to makeup unless it's something I actually need, which I don't have many categories that I actually need. Lip oils and lip treatments are mainly the big one for me because it's kind of like a one in one out. Now I do have I think 2 lip oils at the moment, which my lips are dry, so I'm gonna put one on in a minute. So I've got one in my drawer here and then the other one's in my bag. So I'm not going to go out and get the one in my bag. But I do want to do a review on that. The NYX Lip Fat Oil, people rave so much about them and I've just been left disappointed. But luckily it was a gift. I didn't actually pay for it. I actually prefer this one more. So this is the Technique Lip Oil. And it says it's a plumping lip oil, guys. There's nothing plumping about this. It doesn't tingle like plumping lip oils are meant to. I'm going to leave it standing up because I'm marking it. It's in a unofficial project pan. I've not put it in any of my project pans, but it's obviously a makeup use up. So because it's Valentine's Day, I want to use all my Valentine's Day products that I pulled out. So bronzer then. I didn't have, the only heart bronzer I had was the Too Faced one. And that was on the older side. It was the Big and Carry one. There was no way I could use that. So I think I'm just going to continue with my That's Expensive bronzer set that I pulled out to use. So we'll use the Too Faced Bronze Peach, Toasted Peach first. And I've got the perfect palette to use for this look. It's new, I've never used it before, so it'll be a first impression / review for you guys. If you've watched my Shop My Stash video, you'll know what it is. Do you prefer this kind of video in the Shop My Stash video, or do you prefer it separately? Do you prefer me pulling the products for the Shop My Stash each month and then doing the look within the video, the same video? Let me know in the comments. I'd really love to know. And of course, I want to give you guys what you want to see. That bronzer is just so pretty. And then we're going to be going in with the Bronzing Glow Natasha Denona one, and I'm only working on the bronze side, not working on this because I've got a highlighter by not Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury that I'm working on. We won't be using that though today. Right, now we need to blend all that in so it doesn't look like a hot muddy mess. And then normally I get some powder to chisel out this side as well. I mean, I just think in regards to Valentine's Day, this was on the TV as well yesterday, I just think you can show your partner the other 364 days a year how much you care about them. Why should it just be on one day? And I get that not many people are romantic, but why should it just fall on Valentine's Day to be romantic? Let me know your thoughts on this because I'd really be interested. How many of you guys celebrate it? I mean, I'm a flowers and chocolates girl all the way, but I've not had flowers and chocolates now for 10 years, so... Well, actually, I had a date and he did bring me a big, massive bouquet. It was a lovely gesture and everything, but we was going out for a meal and then we was going out round town in the evening and I wasn't going home before then, and I'm thinking, what am I supposed to do with this big massive bouquet of flowers? It's embarrassing, you know, going into the pubs with this big massive bouquet of flowers. So I just said something to him and he said, well, I'll carry them. Every pub we got stopped in, you know, they were taking the mickey about these flowers, and I'm one of those people who are quite shy, so I just wanted to go home in the end. I just said, I think I'm going to call it an early one. And he's like, oh, okay, can I call you? And I'm like, yeah. But then when I got home, I just said, you know, I wasn't feeling any connection, any chemistry. I just said, I don't think it's going to work. You know, I really like spending time with you and everything, but I don't think it's going to work between us. Because if there's no chemistry, what have you got? And I know you can find chemistry. I'm one of those types of people that want to find it and build a connection. Not as soon as you meet someone, but especially within that date. And then that will lead to another date, won't it? Blusher. I mean, not everyone agrees with me. My sister, for instance, she says, well, you can build on it, you know, over time that connection could come. Well, what if it doesn't? And you'd have to split up like 2-3 months down the line anyway, because the connection wasn't there. So I'm going to go in with the Natasha Denona Love Cheek Duo. I think, no, I'm going to go in with both. So the blush and the highlighter. I'm going to use the cream blush, then I'm going to use the powder over it. I'm just going to go in with a stiff brush by Zoeva. It's the Define Buffer brush. You know, I don't even know if this blush works anymore from Natasha Denona. Seems to be. Beautiful that, isn't it? Doesn't smell bad or anything like that. Right, and then I'm going to go in with this Colourpop one. So this one is Forever Yours. So let me find a blush brush for this. I'll go in with this Japanesque one. Oh, that looks nice. I'm just going to blend it out. Right, highlighter brush. Right, so the glowy blush was called Cream Blush, and then the highlighter is called Glow Impact Highlighter. So this one here used to have quite a big height. I watched Samantha's and Do Shot My Stash and she pulled it out. Hers has barely been used, but mine has obviously been used quite a bit. Oh yes. See, if I just work on one area of the highlight, then I'll be able to hit pan, won't I? Right, we'll blend all that in. I did have this highlighter as well, this one by Doll Beauty to use. And that had hearts in, but you can't really see them now anyway. Let me take, where is it? I want to use this. This is in the That's Expensive project pan as well. And the only thing I'm really working on is this powder here. I want to at least hit pan by the end of the year. I personally think if I use it from now till the end of the year, it will be gone. What do you guys think? Do you think I can completely use it up by the end of the year? I wonder if it says, I'll have a look in a minute, I wonder if it says how many grams are in it. I use quite a bit on my face because obviously it's a finishing powder. No, it doesn't say. I mean, it says for this palette, I should have used it up in 12 months. This is what happens when you get all these different face palettes. You know, you're definitely not going to use that up in 12 months. It's got loads of product in it. I mean, unless you're just concentrating on this palette, like to use your blush, your bronzer, your highlighter and your finishing powder, I don't think there's any way you can finish that up in 12 months. Let me know if you've actually used one of these up in 12 months. I'd be so impressed. The only reason I'm using that one up, to be honest, is because I've got a new Hourglass palette. So I feel like I can use it up now. I'm just going to go on with this Revolution Fixing Glow, but it is the Technique Glow Setter Spray. So, yeah, I'm going to just go in with this. Now we need to get my primer. In that bag there, that Tesco bag just off to the side, that's all my birthday gifts. I'm going to be doing a what I got for my birthday haul. There's only one makeup item in them. Quite impressed. Because I would normally buy makeup items for myself. My no buy is on makeup items I couldn't get them this year. But that doesn't stop a girl having a wish list. Right, I'm going to go in with this now. I'm doing quite well with this powder. And this isn't even in Project Pan. Right, let's get the palette. Can you guess which one it is yet? I sounded like Rolf Harris. I'm going to be using the Fall in Love palette by Plouise. We're just using a quad. So this one here, I mean, this is what I wanted it for originally, but this isn't very Valentine's Day, and I don't know how I feel about this end quad. But this quad here, what I'm using today is Never Looking Back. So it's only got one shimmer and the rest are completely pink tones. I haven't really got the right top on, have I? Just wondering if I can get something black on, basically make it neutral. I don't think I've got anything pink. Let me just go and see if I can change my top. Oh, that's better, isn't it? I think that'll go much better. Brushes. Just need something to wipe the brush off with. So the quads just have a name of the quad. It doesn't have individual names. So like I said, let's get rid of that. Like I said, I'm going in with Never Looking Back. So I guess this is the lighter shade. I think I'm going to try and work around the heights. Can you see the imprints? I've not even filmed a shorts video, so I want to just try and work around the height. But they're going to get ruined anyway when I do a short. So it's like, kind of, what's the point? I'm rambling about nothing. Right, that's not showing up. Maybe I need a less fluffy brush. Okay, let's find a less fluffy brush. This is just the Jessup one, but it's less fluffy. And we're gonna need to wear some kind of pink lippy. Right, I think that's about as dark as it's gonna get. So let's move on to the other eye. Let's see if I'm gonna suit this pink look, because I've got a problem with pink eyeshadow. I mean, I love wearing like tops like this that are quite pink. But when it comes to pink or red, I feel like, especially when I put it on the lash line there, I feel like I'm not going to look like I've got pink eye. And then I see my friend Lisa wearing a red eyeshadow look, and I'm like, boy, oh boy, oh boy, does that look good on you? I just can't carry it off. But it's like blue eyeshadow. If you don't use it a lot, of course you can't carry it off, or you think you can't carry it off. A lot of people think they can't carry pastels off, but if you use them more, then obviously you will feel like you can carry them off a little bit more. So just use them a little bit more, shouldn't I? Right, now I'm going to go in with this slightly pinky one down here. I'd say it's a medium pink. go into the crease. Just make it like deeper. Just make it a deeper pink. Okay, right, I'm going back in with the Revolution contour palette. You don't need to see it, I show it you all the time. Just to put on the brow bone and blend out a little bit. It's just a normal kind of like translucent powder that I'm working on. And then we've got the brown. It's like a brownie red, this one here. Oh, wrong brush. This one's just going in the outer V. I've been seeing a lot of people, I don't know where they buy them from. It's probably Beauty Bay or something like that. Do eye looks and like have hearts in the corner here. Looks so pretty, but I don't have anything like that. Maybe for next year. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the W7 Sparkle Slay Glitter Glue. Really put myself in the eye with glitter glue. That would not have gone down well. Let's try and tight line. So we've got the Ted Baker black eyeliner and tight line with that. I don't think I'm doing brown on the lash line. We'll do something else. We'll go in with this little shader brush by Jessup Beauty. And of course we're going to use this one. I've used everything. It's like a pink red. Let's see what this looks like on the lid. Still working the way around the height in the palette. Anyone else do that? Work around imprints? Can't be the only one, surely. I'm going to need a highlighter from a different palette unless we can see what this one looks like, because this one is calling my attention. They look like jigsaw puzzles, don't they? And then we've got the butterflies in this quad here. And then in the quad that I'm using, it has arrows through the heart. That's pretty though. I'm going to do a short with it though. I'm not going to be able to work around the height. Plouise though, they just do the most amazing like packaging, and also they put the most amazing imprints on their eyeshadows. I still haven't used the Worldy palette that I got last year in a mystery box. I think I got it last October, last November. I mean, it's not my most favourite of the Plouise palettes I've got in my collection. I think there's only 3 or 4 eyeshadows I like. Okay, so now let's choose an eyeliner that's going to go with this look. It's going to have to be something pink toned. There's that one by Mitchell, but I'm sure Naomi sent me one by Colourpop and I've never used it yet. This is it, I think. No, that's more of a peach. I thought she sent me a pink one. Right, it looks like we're doing this then. The Made by Mitchell All Smudge No Budge in Pink Drink. I don't think that's the right one. I think I should have used the other Made by Mitchell one, because that's more red. Let me see if I can go over it. This one here. This one is in the shade Legendary. Just making it a darker pink. Right, that's going to have to do. It's just making it a darker pink. I wanted that under the eye. Okay, never mind. Now I don't know where I put my mascara. I'm going to have to find that mascara. We use this one for now. I think I'll be able to still use it. It's the Cubest Sky High. Right, now let's take the lip oil off. And then I think I want to use this lip crayon that Amy gave to me. So it's the Ulta Beauty Velvet Matte Lip Crayon in the shade Jungle. It's a really nice mauve tone pink. Beautiful with this eye look, I think. So the thing I love about lip crayons is you don't even need a mirror. Or maybe for the top lip. Isn't that pretty? And then we just need to blend it out. That shimmer is really, really nice. So it's like a reddy pink with gold shimmers in it. Can you see? Probably not. I might just put some on the finger and tap it onto the lid. So that's what it looks like. Oh yeah, and then I need to find a highlighter. Oh, actually, no, we was going to use that other one, wasn't we? The other eyeshadow that was in the palette. See, I can't get for going. So I'm going to see what this looks like here. This one's quite soft. Or it could be the brush that I'm using. I really, really like that look. I think it's pretty. I'm quite surprised because it's pink. And like I said, normally it's kind of like, oh, is it going to give me pink eye? But this one is a really, really nice palette. The mattes are very, very easy to blend. The shimmer is, I would say, on the stiffer formula. It's a lot like the one from the It Takes Two palette that I used for the Valentine's Day look. The formula is quite stiff, and it looks like here, where I've kind of gone in with my hand, I don't know if you can see it, it looks like it's going to get hard pan if I keep doing that. This shade here is really, really soft. I've just gone here around the heart. It's a really, really pretty shade though, and looks nice in the inner corner, but I want to use it all over the lid. I will be using this palette this week, but I don't think I'll be doing any more looks with it. If you want to see the looks, you can find me on Instagram. It's at the same username, at Makeup and More with Andy. I will put my Instagram around here so you can just know what I look like you know what I look like anyway, but what my Instagram looks like. And you'll be able to see what these looks look like as well. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be doing ranking videos going forward, just because I'm doing eyeshadow palette project pans. Only on 2 though so far. So the That's Expensive project pan has the Huda Mercury retrograde in it at the moment, but the That's Expensive project pan is more of a usage project. I don't want to use a palette up because I'm nowhere near using the palette up. So that one is only on a usage. So when I've used each eyeshadow 5 times, I'll bring in a different palette and so forth. I might just rank those eyeshadow palettes that I do that way. Like I said, tutorials won't be happening anymore. As for the mini retro palette for the fun size collab that I'm doing, I want to hit pan on most of those shades. So that's going to be all year round. So it's not like I can bring it in and rank it anyway. But any other palettes that I use, I will rank. You might see a ranking for February, but I don't think you'll see one for March and going forward. I haven't decided what I'm going to do there yet, so just bear with me while I decide what I want to do when using other palettes. So those are the 2 main palettes at the moment. This is today's eye look. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, it really does help get my small channel out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.